Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's Mike Brown here with Remax in Toronto. It is a cold and blustery January day, and the Bank of Canada is set to make another rate announcement on the 24th of January. Most analysts are going to tell you that the rate is going to remain at 5%. It's not going up and it's not going down. However, the most recent economic data coming from the country indicates that core inflation is still kind of hard to tame, and it has been on the rise. So, how is that going to affect the policies moving forward? In my last episode, I indicated that most people are feeling that the first rate cuts are going to come in the second quarter of this year. However, this most recent economic data may indicate that that rate cut may be pushed back even a little bit further. I also indicated in the last episode that if you were looking for a 5-year mortgage, you could probably take advantage of the low rate of 5.2%. I do stand corrected. If you were looking for a CMHC mortgage, that means you had a down payment of less than 20% for your property. You actually could have got a rate of around 4.69%. Pretty attractive. However, bond yields are going back up again because of this recent economic information, which is also forcing fixed rate mortgages to be on the incline. So we're up and we're down. As far as the inventory goes, well, that's sort of stabilizing. It's still dipping in some regions. Durham is getting quite low. However, Toronto, York region is starting to climb just a little bit. I'm not going to tell you that sellers are taking advantage of this dip as much as I thought they would. And perhaps the weather is having a great effect on their decision-making process. But I will say this. If you are a seller or an investor who is looking for an exit strategy, you should pay attention to this market. Buyers are paying very favorable prices right now because there is a lack of selection. So if your property is prepared properly and you've got the right agent working for you, you could be quite successful at this point in time. What is that inventory going to look like in the months to come? Well, I don't think anybody really knows. This is the time of year where a lot of industry analysts, experts, and agents are going to give you their predictions for what this year has in store for real estate. If there's one thing I know for certain after being in the business for a very long time is that it's difficult to make predictions at the best of times. And with the uncertainty that exists right now, not only in our region of the world, but around the globe, I think it's going to be very difficult to predict that. So when I'm advising clients, if you're a buyer, pay attention to the rates. Are they dipping? Is there an opportunity? What's the inventory look like? Is there intense competition for the house that you want to buy? These are the factors that I would say are most important. For sellers, are you stressed? Is this potential delay in interest rates dropping going to affect your future? Whether or not you can continue to afford your property as it comes for mortgage renewal. If you're an investor, are you getting the rent that you need to cover your mortgage? The thing that really concerns me most about what I'm seeing is that rental inventory here in the GTA has risen by 100% since June. Maybe it's seasonal. Maybe all those rentals are going to get eaten up with students coming to learn in our country from other parts of the world. I'm not so sure. I think that's a bit of a red flag, shall we say. Anyhow, we're at that point again. Let's get a look at that inventory story. Hey, once again, thanks for tuning into the channel. I really appreciate it. As you can see, we've gained quite a few subscribers in the last little while, and it looks like people are seeing some value in this information regarding the supply and demand dynamics of this market. So, if you find it interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until the next episode, this is Mike Brown with Remax, uncovering the real state of real estate here in the GTA and Southwestern Ontario.